Good day, everyone. I will be the one tackling about the autism spectrum disorder. So, autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, is a neurodevelopmental disorder that, at its core, affects how one perceives and socializes with other. DSM-5 combined most of the disorders previously included under the umbrella term pervasive developmental disorders and included them into this one category. So, CASD is a condition with a wide range of social interaction and communication challenges, along with restricted or repetitive thoughts and behaviors. So, I have here two examples of this. Let's say we have child A and child B na same sila nga na ay condition ng ASD pero they perform and act differently bitaw to situations. So let's say si child A is interested siya og balloons and so iyang pagduwa is kanang i-line up niya ang balloons by colors and sizes. Unya, mer siya ma-upset or kanang di siya ganahan if na makigduwa niya lain pero dili bitaw mo sunod siyang rules or siyang way nga pagduwa. So, muna si child A, iyang way. And si child B, iha is kanang he or she might approach other kids and try to talk with them about kanang iyang favorite video games, but kanang as she or talk to them, kanang dili bitaw siya magmatter if manotice ba niya nga interested ba sila or makasabot ra sila sa iyang mga gipangsulti bitaw about siyang favorite games. So, child A shows that more withdrawal, intense focus on objects, and sensory sensitivity. While si child B is nag-show siya og desire to interact but has differences in social communication like talking at others. Next is causes of autism spectrum disorder. ASD is a complex condition with no single cause resulting from a combination of biological and psychosocial factors. ASD was wrongly attributed to poor parenting. So parents, especially of children with severe ASD, were unfairly described as cold, perfectionist, and aloof. Often with high socio-economical status and IQs, these stereotypes led to misguided theories that blamed parents for their children's behaviors. Next is biological dimensions. Deficits in such skills as social communication and the characteristic restricted and repetitive behaviors and interest appear to be biological in origins. The role of biological influences on the origins of ASD, examined next, has received much empirical support. So, sa biological dimensions, it is believed to result from a combination of genetic and environmental factors. So, many different genes likely contribute to the risk, and this can be inherited or occur spontaneously. And certain genetic disorders also have a higher association with ASD. Environmental factors during pregnancy and early development, such as parental age, pregnancy complications, maternal health, and exposure to certain substances and the mother's immune responses, are also being researched for their potential role in increasing the risk of genetically predisposed individuals. Next is we have biological model of ASD. ASD is primarily linked to neurological differences, including genetic mutations, brain structure, and functions abnormalities such as the frontal and temporal lobes, amygdala, and the hippocampus. And lastly, possible chemical imbalances. This model highlights the role of biology in the development of ASD. Next is we have psychodynamic. First, it emphasizes early childhood conflicts and unconscious processes as influences on behavior. Second, suggests that unresolved early experiences may contribute to social communication challenges in ASD. Third, it highlights the role of early developmental in shaping behavior. So first is it suggests that unresolved psychological conflicts from early life, often operating at an unconscious level, can shape an individual's behavior and personality. Second, this point applies that psychodynamic perspective to ASD is that it proposes that difficulties in social interaction and communication seen in ASD might be rooted in unresolved early childhood experiences and unconscious processes. Lastly, this emphasizing the formative influence of early experiences and developmental stages on later behavior and psychological functioning. Next is cognitive. Sa cognitive, it focuses on thought patterns and beliefs influencing behavior. In ASD, it highlights challenges with theory of mind and inflexible thinking, which may contribute to social difficulties and repetitive behaviors. Sa behavioral, it emphasizes learned behaviors and environmental influences. It explains how behaviors may develop through reinforcement and avoidance. It also highlights the role of the environment in sensory sensitivities as much as challenges in ASD. Next is a sociocultural. It focuses on social and cultural influences on behavior. Views ASD as shaped by societal expectations, cultural norms, and social interactions. Stresses the impact of social context on how ASD symptoms are expressed and experienced. Next is autism spectrum disorder if related siya sa 4Ds, which is the deviance, dysfunction, distress, and danger. Ang ASD is nahugradyod sa tulo, which is the deviance, dysfunction, and distress. Dili necessarily ang danger. Kay considering the 4Ds of abnormal behavior, ASD can sometimes involve behaviors that are considered dangerous, like self-harm. It's the core features of the disorder. Social communication deficits, restrictive interest, and repetitive behaviors that are primarily indicators of deviance, dysfunction, and distress. Next is the treatment of ASD. So, most research focuses on severe forms of ASD. Newer studies address milder forms such as teaching and social skills. No completely effective treatment exists for social communication deficits, and treatments can mainly aim to reduce problem behaviors like tantrums and self-injury lang. Emphasis on early intervention for young children.